Good afternoon, friends. After so many months, again I am resuming my posting of videos due to my consultancy job. Though I have it has finished due to my age at 65 completed. So again I'll start to upload the videos. Now the heading is precaution during field work in 25 kV railway traction system. The first step is to identify your section with isolation system. The supervisor and the traction power controller both have both should have adequate knowledge of the sectioning. Traction power controller must know the full section of his division, and the depot supervisor must be aware about his jurisdiction. Not only the supervisors but the technician under him must be aware about the isolation system so that any wrong operation he can sense it or can tell the TPC or his own staff not to do this. The proper isolation is required. Here in the picture, in double line section, power is fed from both ends. Means both ends traction supply, traction substance is supplying, but it is coming from the TSS also through the pairing interrupter. The other lines power is also coming. Means suppose you are you will take power supply on upline, then from TSS the power supply is coming on upline and also from to downline. So upline interrupt will directly give one end of the section, and the downline through the pairing interrupter will come to the other end. So during isolation, both the end is getting supply. One is from direct from TSS and other is from the pairing interrupter. The other end is getting fit. So we need at least 2 point isolation. 2 point isolation to make dead the section. To make dead the section. Somewhere it is more than 2. Somewhere it is more than 2. Where suppose in between a SSP and a SP, in between a SSP and SP you are taking the power supply of subsector, then you have to open the sectioning interrupter, the pairing interrupter of that SSP, also the pairing interrupter of the SP. So it is getting 3 point supply, and you need isolation of these 3 points to make it dead. To make it dead. And the smallest section of our wire system is elementary section. Generally, elementary section is formed with the isolator, manual isolator. In old days, it is manual isolator. Some are they are using motorized isolator, and nowadays in 20 to 25 kV system they are using motorized isolator which is remotely controlled. Somewhere it is not remotely controlled, somewhere it is remotely controlled, where the motorized isolator are used. where the motorized isolator are used. So this system you must be aware before taking a power block program. You have to plan. First is isolation, then after isolation, it's earthing, proper earthing, at least two end within 100 meter. Because feed is coming, I have told, from both end, and also if one discharge or the other fails, the other will protect. Always in our system we are using 100% standby system in the power supply system, and safety is also related with this 100%. Don't use single discharge rod, because if anyone will fail, other will protect you. Other will protect you. So be careful. Don't use one discharge rod during work. And another thing is your sectioning point. Sectioning point, if you work in the sectioning point, suppose in the overlap of the SSP or overlap of the isolator switch, you have to treat it as two sections. For one section you need two discharge or two end, but for two sections we need the same protection from of the other section also. Otherwise, you have to make the isolator closed, so that with the two discharger you can protect it. But we need the maintenance of the isolator also during OHE maintenance, so better to provide more than two discharge rod to protect yourself. To protect yourself. Then, another thing is your isolator switch. In our time when communication system is not so modern, the use of mobile phone is not available, or the walkie talkie, so we are doing mistake. In a hurry we are doing mistake. How? I was working in the traction power control, and the depot is also the divisional headquarter, and traction power control is also in the divisional headquarter. They took the power block, and the power block is involved with in opening of interrupter and isolator. So as they moved from the divisional headquarter by a Tara gun, they used a shortcut system. What they did, they returned the confirmation of the isolator switch and thought to open the switch during their run. But on the run they forgot it. On the run they forgot it, and when they started to work, immediately the circuit breaker tripped. They forgot to open the isolator. So this is an advanced system without opening, but you are giving confirmation. This is a dangerous situation, dangerous system. To avoid it, shortcut system. The main thing is shortcut system. Shortcut system is very much dangerous for our work. Another thing is when the mobile phone is in use, then also they did mistake. How? There was a jumbo block in a station for tree cutting with the engineering staff. Power block was imposed, and they started and completed the tree cutting. As it was a jumbo block, there was a necessity to cancel the power block in time. Jumbo block means more, more time power block. That means it is more than 3 to 4 hours. So it is a big block. from as per the approval of the headquarter. So they were in a hurry. What they did, they cancelled the block. They, they removed all the things, but one tree was in the close vicinity of the Oichi, and they erected one ladder, but it was safe distance from the Oichi. But due to this hurry, they fell this ladder on the Oichi. The Oichi just charged, and during the removal of the ladder, they fell it on the Oichi and electrocuted two persons immediately spotted. So this is also a mistake. In our time there was no mobile phone, but lastly when the mobile phone came, at that time also they did mistake. So first thing is your awareness. You have to adapt with the situation. Don't be in hurry. Don't use shortcut method. The shortcut method is a dangerous thing. The shortcut method is a dangerous thing. Now, in 20 to 25 kV system, another wire is running parallel to the overhead system, that is feeder wire. And the isolators are double pole isolators. Where there are existing section and they are modifying 25 kV conventional system to 20 to 25 kV system, they they follow two systems in green field. That means where there is a new overhead system is going to be installed, there is no problem. They made they have made the design to isolate the station limit only, and the mid section without any isolator. Mid section is without any isolator. The station section you can isolate, or the full section you can isolate up or down line, but the station section will be in a live condition, alive. So this is the design, modern design. They provided this isolator, maybe manual, maybe motorized, maybe remotely controlled, but they are all in the station limit. They are all in the station limit. And in a mid-section isolator is totally avoided. Mid-section isolators is totally avoided. It is safe, but it is possible in the green field. In existing system, you cannot adopt this system. You cannot adopt this system because the existing isolators, that facility don't want to stop or remove. So in the existing system, we are facing more problem. Our isolators in the mid section also, and if it is also motor operated, then also it is difficult if it is not remotely operated. Okay, no problem, but the isolator is a dangerous thing. Why? Because isolator is operated by a man, but interrupters remotely by TPC or by operator or a man also, but there is a electrical system to open it, and somewhat it is safe in comparison to the manual operation of the isolators. The danger of isolator is there is a blade movable and fixed, and in the 20 to 25 kV system the risk is more because it has two sets of blades, and sometimes it has been seen that bars and other things, they fill the they fall the foreign body on the blades. And during the opening of the isolators, this foreign bodies is bridging hanging, not bridging hanging. And if a man open this isolator switch, it may also happen that the foreign body touch the mast, life to mast, dead earth fault. Now, if it if it touches the mast, then the current will pass through the structure bonds to the traction rail. But if your structure bond is loose or not connected, then the operator will get shock. And it happened in my tenure, though it is conventional system, but the foreign body on the movable blade shorted the live to earth portion, and the operator gets shocked because engineering department opened the structure bond bolt, and a portion of current flows through the structure bond partly and partly through the body of this operator. So isolator is a very dangerous thing if you are not aware. If you are aware and you check the structure bond is connected or not, then it is safe. Otherwise, it is dangerous. Friends, today up to this, step by step, I'll upload these videos. I have enough time now. Thank you. Be happy.